The sun had not yet fully risen over Polygon when Kofi Mensah was already down at the beach, hands on his hips, staring at the waters. It was Tuesday. The other fishermen sat far back from the shore, mending nets, repairing canoes, drinking tea, laughing loudly about last week's catch. Old Ni Ado, the eldest among them, sat under his usual coconut tree with his eyes half closed, but somehow always watching everything. Kofi, his voice was low and steady. Come sit. I'm just looking. Old Ni, you are not just looking. A man who is just looking does not wear his fishing clothes. Daughter, Ajua had fallen ill 2 weeks ago. The medicine was expensive. The rent was overdue. He had seen his wife Abina quietly selling a good fabric to the market women. The fabric she had saved for years. That image burned in the chest like a coal. One trip, just one. The gods will understand. I have a sick child. By midday, when the other fishermen had retreated into their homes, Kofi made his move. He pushed his canoe into the water quietly, almost tenderly, as if trying not to wake someone sleeping. He paddled out slowly, looking back once at the shoreline. The beach was empty. He exhaled. The sea was extraordinary. Glass smooth, deep green, glittering under the afternoon sun, more beautiful than he had ever seen it. He cast his net and waited. Almost immediately, it grew heavy. His eyes widened. The net was full. The net was full. More fish than he had caught in 2 weeks combined. He laughed quietly to himself. See, nothing happened. Just superstition. Then the wind came from nowhere. In the space of 3 minutes, the sky turned the color of a bruise. Waves that had been gentle swells became sharp and unpredictable. The current was pulling him sideways, away from the shore, towards the deep waters. Fished these waters for 15 years. He had never seen the sea move like this. In the water beside his canoe, just beneath the surface, something moved. Too large to be a fish, too slow to be a current. It circled once, and the water around it glowed faintly. A cold power light, like moonlight trapped underwater. The air smelled of deep ocean, ancient, cold, and vast. The kind of smell that reminded the man how small he was. He dropped his paddle. He could not speak. He could not move. He sat frozen in his rocking canoe as the ship circled again, closer this time. Then a voice, not heard with ears but felt in the chest, like a drum striked. You knew. That was all. 2 words, but they carried the weight of generations. Kofi grabbed his paddle and drove into the water with both arms shaking. He paddled harder than he ever had in his life, not looking back, not looking down. Eyes fixed on the shore that seemed impossible far away. The waves pushed against him. The current pulled. His muscles screamed. It did not stop. When his canoe scrubbed onto the sand, he fell out of it and onto his knees. Old Ni Ado was standing at the shoreline. He said nothing for a long time. He simply looked at Kofi the way a man looks at someone who has just walked out of a burning building. Finally, he spoke. Did you see her? She is the reason we eat, Old Ni said. She rests on Tuesdays. She gathered the fish. She prepares the sea for the week ahead. When we respect her, she feeds us. When we don't, she does not destroy us, Kofi. She simply shows us what we are without her. Kofi whispered, my daughter is sick. I need the money. I know. We all know. You only needed to ask. That evening, the fishermen gathered at Kofi's home. They brought money for the medicine. They brought food for the family. Nobody mentioned Tuesday. Nobody needed to. The community had always been the safety net. Kofi had simply forgotten to fall into it. As Kofi lay down that night, Ajua sleeping peacefully beside him, fever finally broken. He thought about the ship in the water, the pale glow, the two words that had arranged something deep inside him. You knew. He had known. And the sea, in the strange mercy, had not taken him. It had only shown him the truth. The next morning, Wednesday, Kofi was the first one at the beach. He pushed his canoe into the water as the sun rose gold and white over Koligono. He cast his net. It came up full. He looked out at the horizon and said quietly, "Thank you." The sea did not answer, but the water shimmered once, briefly, brilliantly, and then was still. Some rules are not written in books. They are written in the waters, in the wind, and the memory of every fisherman who came before you. Don't forget to subscribe for more untold African stories.